Let us begin. So, every once in a while we get the urge to want to play Elden Ring. So, last time we played Elden Ring, I was playing as the Wretch. This time around, we will go ahead and, pick someone we haven't played before. We will play as the Prophet. We're gonna go Faith this time around. We'll take the name Take the Wheel. Load my preferred preset. There we go. And as soon as we get better clothes, we are dropping these because, God, this is not drip at all. Yeah, this character has negative drip.
Tell a story.
Too long, didn't read. Yeah, we have negative drip. Now, we will try and, take this on here. Now, before anyone says anything different, yeah, the, short spear really doesn't do us much good. Yeah, like, this boss is just terrible for this. Like, they intentionally designed this Elden Ring boss to be, like, a terrible first matchup for every class outside the samurai. Like, I don't think I've ever beaten it without using the samurai. Like, I'm fairly certain that's just a fact right there. Now, I'm gonna go on record here to state that early game, early game incantations are pretty garbo. And oh, they just dropped a bunch of new Adamancipator support in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's totally not gonna get abused. Yeah, a fun fact, Impaling Thrust is the only, is realistically speaking the only Ash of War you will ever need on a spear. And having never played the Prophet before, God, this guy's cracked. Holy crap. So, for this run, we can only use spears and, seals, so we're limited on what we can do. And the Lord told me I have hands, which are quite true. My God. This is absolutely busted. I had no clue that playing as Prophet was easy mode. As soon as I get better drip, you know I am, getting rid of this. Now, unfortunately, in order to get the good incantations, we have to do a lot of things. So, for the time being, we're kind of just stuck leveling strength and dex until we can get better stuff. So I have no intention of sticking around here. So, I will be honest. There's not really a lot of good options for getting, faith stuff early on.
You're a Telecanos that you're not, then why? I am Kale.
Like, we will take the torch, and we'll take the crafting kit.
Goodbye.
And then we move on. So, Impaling Thrust is, as it stands, going to hard carry us for a while. Oh, hey. Gauntlets. Yeah, not gonna lie. This thing just instantly stance breaking these guys is absolutely bonkers. Like, I do not remember the, impaling thrust being this bonkers. Alright, there's the whetstone, which we need for all the other ashes of war. God, this guy's range is so annoying. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just looting everything in existence. Alright, man, let me, Yeah, we are just tearing through them with the, spear. Like, I did not remember the short spear being this overpowered. Alright, let's go get our ability to level up here. So as it stands, we're kind of screwed until we can, get, more incantations. Because there's really no good way to get incantations. In Elden Ring. Like, incantations are kind of weird, because in order to get all the spell books you need, you basically have to go to all the places after you would need them.
And aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
Yes, yes, I know I'm maidenless. I know I'm single. No need to rub it in.
To aid you, you need go to the foot. Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn rune. I bequeath.
Yes, now we get my pony.
Treat him with. Shall I turn? Let my hand share them with
All right.
me.
So, first order of business.
Your ambitions. The principles. you would follow.
We are going to. We're gonna level up vigor to 15 because we die super easily. Now, next order of business, we are teleporting over to the Church of Ella, so we get a cutscene there.
This way, tarnished. May I have a word? A pleasure. I am the witch. Ride her, and upon the talk I said thou art possessed to call forth. I was entrusted by torrents. 'Tis a bell summon them. The spirit now it is that. Forgive my doubt wish. How long will it be for the time?
Alright, there we go. So, we do that. Now we can just go ahead and start looting the entire area. So, in order to get to the round table hold where we could start getting things we need, we have to, unfortunately, either travel all the way around the map, or alternatively do something I really don't like doing, and beating Margit. We're gonna have to go beat Margit. But we're not strong enough for that yet. Right now, we are wimpy, dripless warrior. In order to obtain true strength, we will need drip. We will need drip beyond measure. And we can't get drip until we get to the round table. So we're just gonna have to go do some fighting here. Now, I have no reason to fight the wolves, actually. You can just blatantly ignore the wolves and just go for the boss here. Because the boss is easy runes. We have the strength to do it. And I have already done goofed my dodging. Now, each thrust of impaling thrust staggers this guy. So if you can get 3 impaling thrusts off, you can, quite frankly, easily stab this guy. Out of existence. Like, not too difficult, to be honest. So once we get to 20 vigor, we can just focus on other things. And I'll be honest, I will take off that, and... yeah, okay, we're just gonna have to stick with that for now. So now we're going to go around and take on all the easy bosses for us.
Oi! You there. Could you help us out, Cully? Some clue. You will just thank you. I was pushing, I ended up. Oh, when they... and so this is all I hope. Or I could, then I'd...
Alright, so we do that. Now we can go do a side quest here. This is important for drip later on. Now, we're not gonna fight the giant here. Like, we could use the ruins, yes, but there are better things we could do. Yeah, sadly, we're not going to be able to use incantations until later on. And there is a reason for that. Mainly the fact that all of the incantations are, basically locked behind a whole lot of things. Like, the, Dragon Cult one requires you to go fight a knight that is in, like, a very obscure place. The ancient dragon spells require you to basically be at endgame. The dragon incantations require you to go kill all the dragons. And frankly, going and killing the dragons is not as simple as it sounds. And I have done fucked this up. Yeah, I am stuck in a wall. Yeah, we're stuck in a wall. Okay, this is not good. I am stuck in a wall. And I cannot lock on to who I am trying to lock on to. Shoot. Like, I legitimately cannot adjust my camera here. Yeah, this was a disaster. I cannot actually see. Gosh darn it. Well, there's the first death of the run that isn't scripted. Yeah, this is what happens when you can't actually control who you're locking onto. Like, that entire fight there is actually kind of problematic for a spear user. Mainly because spears are designed for only taking on one person. That is how they're supposed to be played. Like, spears are, in fact, the PvP weapon of choice. Mainly because poke with stick is a valid tactic since the Stone Age. Now, what you're supposed to do here is you're supposed to call up this guy to help you with this fight. Because at an early level in the game, this guy is free to summon for this fight. He actually disappears once you reach past a certain point. Oh, interesting. Can you not stun lock these guys? Oh, you can backstab him. I didn't know you could do that. There we go. Right in the back. Yep. Like, this fight would be so much easier if I had access to the lantern. So, we actually do need to go this way, because this is for a, like, later thing we have to unlock. But the enemies beyond this point are easy, is one way of putting it. But once we get to 20 vigor, I can start speccing into other things for a bit. Now, ideally speaking, the plan is to get to a level where we can just go solo Margit. And then do everything else. Thing with that, though, is we basically need to upgrade our spear to +3. No point in leveling incantations at this point, because incantations are largely locked out to us. Like, I actually have, like, a list of where we could get all of the incantations, and they're all literally locked behind the first boss. Which in itself is a really frustrating issue. Like, the Black Flame is in Stormvale. Giant's Prayer Book is in, the, Mountaintop of Giants in a really inconvenient location. The Ancient Dragon Prayer Book is in Farum Azula. The Lightning Spear from the Dragon Cult Prayer Book, that one we could technically go get. But it requires us to do a lot of, backtracking, and we have to get runes for it as well. Yeah. Well, I did not get to do my thing there. Well, there we go. Alright, this is another boss fight we could just easily do. Alright, that gets me to 18 vigor. And we are going to have to go to our next destination, which is a church. And I am not gonna bother, doing the, getting the medallion here. We are we're not quite ready to deal with the knight yet. Instead, what I want to do is I want to go to a series of places and pretty much grab everything we would possibly need. So we can just clear this real quick. Oh, I ran past the side of Grace, didn't I?
Interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height? Well, that's no. Despite it, you might have young Tarnish. I want you to the night come. What do you wait my for? Oh, I fret not. Celebrate. Yes, I let the pray. Honestly, first he, then he and to think. Yeah.
Yeah, we're grabbing all these runes because we're gonna need them. And come on. There we go. Ah, dang it. Indiana Smash is incapable of just grabbing a simple cookbook. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Alright, we'll grab the Site of Grace over here. And then we'll head to the church for the sake of convenience. We will grab the Site of Grace by the fort. Because the Site of Grace by the fort, we kind of want to grab that for convenience reasons later on. Ooh, magic grease. We might need that. Now, we're gonna ignore the giant troll there. Now, this is the most important health item in the game, outside of our flask, the physics tier and sacred tier. So we got this Site of Grace. We can now go grab the map fragment. Alright, so now we hop on up here and we grab a booster item. We grab the spiked tier and green spill crystal tier. Ignore the bear. And there's one thing we'll catch up here. we'll grab up here, but I am not gonna go in and fight these guys, because I do not feel comfortable taking these guys on just yet. Now we grab the golden seed so we get more healing items. Simple as that. Okay, so now we head over this way. And our next destination will be over there. Actually, no. Our next destination will be south. Yeah, it ain't worth fighting these guys. These guys are not worth the trouble. Especially the guy with the dismounter there. So our goals here in the south are pretty simple. We basically just want to grab all of the useful things we can from there. So we get our 2 points into vigor and 1 point into strength and dex at the moment. So now we're at 20 vigor. So you basically want to just get up to 60 vigor. And then you can pretty much spec into whatever you want. Now, there are a couple things we are going to need to grab here. Namely this smithing stone and stone sword key. So, we need approximately a bunch of stone sword keys. What people don't realize is that these stone sword keys are the biggest problem for pretty much every run that needs incantations, because all of the stone sword keys need to be used to unlock certain incantations. It's actually really annoying. Now, we're going to grab this side of grace. Hop on up here. Grab the turtle shell. Grab the warming stone. And then we have to do this task here. Oh, I'm stuck in a wall. So we have to kill 3 wise beasts. while also fighting off these wolves. And I cannot properly lock onto this guy because he is, There we go. There we go. Invisible turtle slain. Alright. Yeah, I'll be honest, it's not really worth it getting every, single memory stone, but some of them are significantly easier than others to get, so you might as well get them. Now then, we're going to hop on down here, go heal up, grab the map fragment, and I misjudged the distance there. Now I gotta hop back up and grab my ruins. Yeah, I am so glad that Elden Ring does not have the Dark Souls, like, humanity system, because we would never have enough of it. Now then, ordinarily speaking, I wouldn't rush to get this out of the way, but we're gonna snag the fast travel point, as well as the, well, we tried to snag the seed there, but the pop-up did not pop up for me. There we go. Like, there's a couple of, like, super secret hidden incantations over here. One of which requires you to go into a swamp. Rude. Easy victory. Yeah, interestingly enough, there's, like, nothing there. Okay, so now we can just, step on out here, and we're gonna go grab a super useful incantation we're gonna need to cheese something later. So somewhere over here, there's supposed to be a, like, beetle. And I cannot remember where it was. Like, somewhere over here, there is a beetle with a poison mist. Incantation we need. And I cannot remember where it is. Like, there's a lot of, like, unused area up here. Or over here, for example. And it's been so long since I went looking for this one specific incantation. So I am actually gonna have to, oh, I think I see it. Stop teleporting, dang it. Alright. Dang it! Yeah, okay. There we go. Yeah. So, that was one of the things we needed to come down here for. Because that, in itself, is actually one of the most busted spells in the game. Provided you have the other thing we're gonna need to grab. Because we're gonna need a number of things to cheese something down the line. Okay. So, this up here is technically the only offensive incantation that's really effectively available to us for a while. But I have no intention of using it. Especially when it gives me no benefits. Alright, was there a, spot I could jump down here? I forget. Yeah, there is a spot I could jump down here. So we'll go grab the side of Grace this way, and then we will go hit up the 2 churches I need to hit up. Like, once we hit up the 2 churches, we'll have one more stop we'll need to make. But while we stop up at this church here, there is another thing we're going to want to grab. But we will come back for that in a moment. Gotta grab the sacred tear. Grab the gilded shield, which is kind of useless. So, like, shields in this game are kind of an interesting topic, because a good chunk of the shields are actually completely useless, and then there's some, just like the blatant metal one or the brass one, that just somehow magically outclass every other single shield in the game. And then there's the stone shield, which is the heavy shield that, when properly set up, can basically cheese out most of the game. Like, for a while, one of the meta, like, one of the meta PvP builds for a while was, twin shields, full armor, and just, out-tanking your opponent. Alright, we got 3 flasks there, so we're in a pretty good spot. I probably should have set up my physique there, but I didn't. Well, that's on me if I die up here. Alright. Whoops, I did not time that right. But, more than one hit from this guy is, insta-death for us. The stab. Oh, that was easy. Alright, so our next and final destination before we go beat up Margit is going to be the boss up this way. God, if only the Extra Life wiki didn't require me to use an entirely separate computer to load things. Like, the Extra Life wiki is such a resource hog that I have my laptop open on the side just because of how much resources it takes up. Like, it's almost criminal how they get away with it. Alright, we're looking for a specific spear here. Not the war spear, not the golden halberd. Oh, the golden halberd. Well, actually, the golden halberd would actually be a good option here, given halberds are technically spears. Oh well. And unfortunately, I have forgotten one pesky problem. Yeah, these guys resist my damage. Yeah, this is not a good place for this. Yeah, spear is not good for this. And shoot, we're being assaulted by multiple enemies here. Okay. This is a problem. I can't get a good lock on him. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough dungeon. This is kind of why I saved this for last. Like, sadly, the golden halberd we kind of want to go pick up. Requires 30 strength and 14 dex. One of those things is a bigger problem than the other. Although we are gonna need smithing stones of the somber variety for that. Dang it. Yeah, okay. We're probably gonna have to go all the way back to the start of the dungeon for this. And I fucked up the range of that. Yeah, we're gonna have to go all the way back to the start of the dungeon for this. Just because I don't have, quite enough. Like, we need one more smithing stone in order to, actually make this work. So what we will do is we will run in, grab what smithing stones we can, and then head straight to the boss. So, we're short on being able to level up dexterity. So we'll need 14 dexterity for the weapon we're gonna end up taking here. But we'll have to get that after we deal with Margit. So we need one more smithing stone. And then we'll be good to go. So, what we'll do is we'll grab that smithing stone, and then we'll hightail it past everybody else. Like, I should go grab that somber stone right over there. So let me, and it would not let me do that. Okay, well, that's a problem. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, there we go. And I missed that drop. Whatever. Yikes. Whoops. Oh, there's one right over here as well. We could have just gotten that and not alerted all the bad guys. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, it seems poking attacks here are quite effective. And we done missed my shots here. Why are we constantly missing? There we go. There we go. Easy victory. Alright, so now we can just go to the Church of Ella, upgrade this here. not what I meant to do. So we're gonna go upgrade our spear here to +3. So we now have a +3 spear. And we will dump a level into dexterity here. And memorize spell. So now we go take the fight to Margit. Grab that.
Everyone who only to have it, you know, it's quite a. You're all on your own and heading to enticed. Well, that, but I don't have. It's scary. I want to do nothing. I know. Can you take the poor and it'll be glad.
Now, what will happen up here? Depending on what conditions you've fulfilled and how many places you've been to, we will either have to trigger the fight with Margit, or just straight up get transported to the Round Table Hold. And it looks like we're just gonna have to do the fight with Margit. Okay. That's what I thought was gonna turn out. Now, we're not gonna bring along Rajir. Because if we bring along Rajir, it actually increases the HP of, You gonna come at me? Okay, why can I not hit you? There we go. First try.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smouldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the foul shall brook thee no quarter.
Forgive me. I've been testing you to see whether or not grace truly does guide you, and whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hall, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace. Very well, let my hand.
Alright, we need Dex, and we're gonna have to start pumping Faith up. No, not Faith, Strength up. So we go talk to Gideon.
Oh, I can't very well. It is sick. Allow me, you, the house can remember you.
Oh, welcome to the round. I teach and explore so that one ensuring. By the way, you do. Most tarnished of you are well.
So, Fireball, Flame Sling, and Rejection are things we're gonna have to pick up. But right now we don't have any way of getting those runes. So we need one more Stone Sword key to get the thing we need. Yeah, sadly those black bolts and weapon there are kind of useless. But we can afford Rejection at least. So Rejection we're gonna need to duplicate an Ash of War later.
May the gold.
Now, outside of this here, we have two options here. We can continue going into the castle, or we could go south and deal with Castle Morn. I want to deal with Castle Morn, because I want to pump up my, strength requirements, so I can start wielding the Golden Halberd, which would be a significant upgrade from this. So, in order to use the Golden Halberd, we need... Let me do my math here. $30... 10. Okay, what is, we need 20 strength. We need a total of 6 more levels in strength before we can even consider okay, I am messing up my weapon keys here. But that's smithing stone too. So, plan here. Basically run past everything. And get to a set of grace. Oh yeah, these guys can follow us up the ladder. I forgot about that. Yikes. That's, awkward. Don't mind me, I am just, running past all of these guys. Okay, I lost those guys. Now, I'll be honest. Fighting these guys is not worth it, given how much trouble they will give me. I am legitimately better off coming back when I have, like, a, actual fighting ability. But, we reached the hour-and-a-half mark of stream. I'm going to use this time to go use the restroom real quick. And my game almost froze up there. Yeah, I'll be right back. We will be right back, folks. Okay, we're back. Alright, so now we just take a nice little drop down here. Yeah, I am quite justified in going overkill there. Now, the Twin Blade Talisman, not exactly useful to us, but I'll take it. Yeah, this is also where we get the whip. Now watch me whip. Now watch me mistake, eh? Now, that was unfortunate, but I was literally caught in between 4 enemies. So here's the thing. Those rats are actually an unstoppable wall. You cannot actually jump over them. That is actually a thing. A good chunk of enemies in this game, you just straight up cannot jump over. They have what is actually an invisible wall over them. So even if I wanted to get out of that, I would not have been able to. And I'm gonna have to kill them all in order to get my runes back. Yeah. Oh, and I missed this, smithing stone 2 over here. So rather than fight them, we're just gonna go ahead and grab this over here. Oh. Well, that's a dick move. Yeah, literally doing this because I kind of want to check over here for something. Yeah, I was right. Because in the Convergence mod, there was a chest there, and it's been a while since I played vanilla Elden Ring. Yeah, not gonna lie, after playing the Convergence mod, this feels so much easier. Alright, there's only a couple more places we could really go for easy runes. We could go try and take on the, Tree Sentinel. Like, I don't quite think we're ready for that yet, but we can try. Oh yeah. More than one hit from this guy is a death blow. Well, caught on a ledge. Let's go, first try. And it didn't even give me enough to use the weapon of choice I wanted to use. Okay. That's sad, but kind of expected. we need 4 more points in strength there. Yeah, even two-handing this, we can't quite use it. So, yeah, we're kind of out of options here. Now let's go do the Fort Height quest we need to go do. Yeah, now we're overpowered enough to where, ordinarily speaking, this wouldn't be as much of a problem. But, Senor shooting me in the face over there is a problem. Yeah, okay. You, sir, need to go die in a ditch. And, of course, some of these rats are a problem. Oh, Knight's Greatsword. Oh, that's actually a really rare drop. That's actually one of the few enemies that can rarely drop that. I may just need to, go take on, like, pretty much any fight that's freely available at this point.
Wait, weren't you? Well, you're back. The howl of a wolf. In the mist, I suppose. I know. Next time you hear that, don't fret. I just haven't. Goodbye.
Alright, we need the finger snap for a quest there. Like, we're gonna be doing a lot of quests here. Well, wasn't able to angle myself properly. Just stab it somewhere unpleasant. There we go. Yeah, the Axe Talisman. Is pretty dang useful.
The name's Blood. He fled, so come tell me. I can offer you, Darrowell is in need of a...
So, by finding that, we can go do Darwill's whole quest line. I'm not quite ready to take on the dragon yet. Like, we need one more stone sword key to get what I would like to get. And with this we can summon Blythe.
Rotting in a cell is no true justice. No. This is where it ends.
Yep, that's more runes for the strength we need.
Right. There you are. I don't say I'm not...
Oh, that's one of the somber smithing
yes.
stones we wanted.
Tell him I can be sure I owe you one. That's enough chit. It's time we part.
Oh, we are short. Again. Yeah, once we are able to use the golden halberd, we should be fine.
Did you not? Well done. I knew I now. Go ahead. Right then, I've much. What's that look? Well, and even the witch's wire. Just you. Ah, would you like? I see bright. Enter, and who knows? What say you? Very well. I knew I shall await you. We shall hold this. I see.
Alright, so there's not much else we can do here. Our other options are to go this way from the shack. Because, there's a couple of things we are going to want to pick up at some point. We're not ready to face the bell-bearing hunter, that's for sure. But there is a, couple of mini dungeons and fights we can go do. We are going to want to pick up this side of Grace over here. Earliest farming spot in the game, by the way, is the trolls behind here. There's also a number of things we're going to want to pick up over here. Oh, I missed. Ash of War and Godric Knight gauntlets. Nice. Now, let's see here. Which one of these was it on? Here it is. The lance. One of the objectively worst weapons in the game. Don't worry, Alexander. I will be up there to help you in a moment. Can we even wield the lance at this point in the game, though? Oh, no, you can't wield that. You need 20 strength for that. Oh, I still don't have enough points to level up that strength again.
I am these. My thank just give and I'll pop. Don't dally, give it your all.
There we go.
Oh, that's well, once again, I and beyond lead upon this. I'd heard doesn't know. I'm heading to Redmayne. I've heard.
Oh, we helped Alexander out. Alright, we got this side of Grace over here. Okay, well, there was some frame issues there. Alright, do I have enough to, No, I'm like 30 runes short of being able to do that. Okay. That's fine. Not like I needed to level up anyways. Alright, was it up here or down there? Yeah, it was down there. Okay. Oh, they can heal themselves? That's, awful. Yeah, I am just trying to get these last couple bit of runes. And that was not worth the, extra effort I just put in there. Alright, where is this, spot we need to go to? Ah, here we are. There we go. Because this is not a place you want to go into with runes. Yeah, okay, let's, keep going here. Oh, dang. Okay. And I'm now remembering why I hated this dungeon. Oh, that was not the way. Nope. I ain't got time for that. I hear your voice. There we go, one of the, easier boss fights to do. Like, we've now reached a point where there's, like, no easy boss fights for me to go do. And I'm not quite willing to, go do, some deplorable grave robbing yet. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm gonna do that.
There's no mistake. I'm known as Heed My. The village here worse if you value. The village turn back.
Okay, well, that could have gone better, but I could not see. So, yeah, this is our first real HP check at this point. Yep, okay. Whew, okay. You had to really lock in there. One of the more unpleasant fights that are in this game. Especially if you don't have holy stuff yet. Yeah, there's one more fight we can probably go cheese out here before we actually have to move on. We're gonna have to go collect the turtle talisman if that doesn't have a lock on it. I forget if it does have a lock on it. Does the turtle talisman have the lock on it? Yeah, it has the lock on it. Well, we'll have to spend one of our stone sword keys on it. Like, we're gonna need, 2 more stone sword keys in order to put together the build for, taking on the Gate Guardian. But now we have the turtle talisman. And we're not quite up to the point of being able to, be in light load. Like, we'd have to really buff up endurance. So, we're always just short of the amount of runes we need. always just short. There we go. Yeah, we're still short 2 levels. So, we're probably gonna have to, go do some more fighting.
And you would do well to remember. Stand before those who follow the guide, do so, and you.
Alright. Talk to this guy, and we'll get a...
Glad you took those who live in all the more. Well, another fool, but with a How would you, if you're inclined, then I'll introduce. I have a matter and the beast himself. What say? Very well. Of Mark, it will lead you to.
Okay, we're gonna have to, go do some cheese. Like, we're about 1,000 we're about we're 2 levels short of being able to use the golden halberd two-handed. And I know exactly how we can get those levels. The question is, do I have a bleed weapon I can use? It doesn't look like it, which may be a problem. Oh, I have a mace. I can use the mace. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna talk to Garank up over here and get the stuff from Garank.
I smell it feeding me. Tarnish, I shall feed me.
Because, our options for seals at this point are not particularly great. Like, right now, our 2 options for seals are that. And neither of those are great. We're gonna run past this guy. And we're gonna go beat up a dragon and mug it of its resources. We're also gonna go, grab these golden seeds here. Now, I'll be honest. There's no way we are going to be able to defeat the dragon. Not right now. Right now, we are wimpy baby tarnished. We need to get super strong tarnished. And that's gonna take a bit of work to get to. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a back route over here. And we're going to loop around and get to a dragon. And then we're going to bleed the dragon to death. I see nothing wrong with this plan. There is nothing that could go wrong with that other than getting poisoned to death. And triggering every single poison trap along the way. It's fine. We're not gonna die. We'll be fine. We also need to grab the, stuff here. Now, before anyone suggests I farm the, what was it? Before anyone suggests I farm the, like, iron ball for, infinite runes, they remove the rune value drop from the, iron ball. Like, I kid you not. Like, they found out people were harvesting runes from that. And they said no more. Like, I can even prove that they patched it out. Like, you can run on down here. The ball will appear. And it just straight up no longer falls to death. It just disappears after a certain distance now. Now, we're gonna grab the runes over here. And then we are going to run past the rotted tree sentinel. Or tree guardian, or whatever we call them. Because we're not beating this fight. Yeah, the putrid avatar, that's what they're called. Now, there's actually a secondary reason we're coming over this way. We would like the other half of the medallion. But that is something we take on when we have more vigor. I'm going to be right back, though, because we've reached the 2-hour mark of stream, and I need to go use the restroom and grab myself a quick snack. I got me a snack. I got me a Lunchable. I got me a snack. We're gonna go beat up a dragon because we need. We need runes. Gonna go beat up a dragon. Yeah, this is gonna take like 5 minutes. Okay, it takes, 5 stamina bars worth of, to proc bleed. Alright. Continue beating this down. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, okay. I did not realize Master Duel dropped its next update today. Because they just blatantly didn't announce it. Yeah, okay. YCS 2026 Regional Qualifiers. Yeah, okay, they just dropped it. First stage. So, all 20. There we go. So it looks like the next Duelist Cup and Master Duel just started, and I am not too excited about doing that. But, like, I'll at least check it out and see if they put any surprise band in it or anything. But I doubt it.
You're new, no matter how you're on.
Alright, so now we attack on Titan. But first, let's get me some actual pants. There we go. Still out on the short shirt department, but we'll go ahead and go work towards facing Godric tonight.
You there? Come over here, would you? I would. It's tightly. Oh, the guards, you breached. Fair enough. Well, but of course. The gates! Open the gates!
Yeah, I have a good reason for killing Gestak here. So if you don't kill Gestak, anytime you die in here, you will blatantly get your stuff stolen. So it is faster and more efficient for me to just blatantly kill these guys than to actually, deal with that. So let me finish my Lunchable here before we, finish up here. Well, gravity got me. It was only a matter of time. Oh, we're just one-shotting these guys. Okay. That's terrifying. We don't normally do that. We don't normally one-shot guys. I did not realize the Golden Halberd's game. I am very happy. I like... I like the Golden Halberd. Well, shoot. Okay. Well, I got a bit too cocky there. I was riding too high on the, one-shot power of my Golden Halberd. I needed to be humbled. I needed to be humbled real quick. Yeah, getting humbled, was probably bound to happen at some point. gonna go ahead and throw that. This reminds me of my like main first Dark Souls build where I just took a halberd and I just chopped everything to death. Whoops. And okay, let's take this outside then. Ha! I did not know you could actually hit them through the wall, but I will take that cheese victory. Cheesing is perfectly acceptable. And we got the curved sword talisman I want. Grab the throwing dagger. Fire grease. Yeah, against anything that's not an elite trash mob, like, Golden Halberd slaps. Like, I just need 2 more points in strength, and then I don't have to dual wield it all the time. Like, that's the current problem with it, is I have to dual wield, and God, knowing where everything is after all these years just makes me so overpowered. Like, it's funny, like, in ye olden days, back when I originally played Elden Ring, I had no idea where anything was, and now it's just a matter of we know where everything is, and occasionally we just screw up like that. And why have I not been using Golden Vow at this point? Why am I an idiot? Perhaps all these questions will be answered in due time. Alright, there's 2 ways we can go. We can go this way, or we can go up. I'ma just go on ahead and go up. Okay, why the sudden leg spike? Alright. Oh god, the pixels from Golden Vow are causing problems. Oh, there's one of the stone sword keys I need. Okay, that thing doing half my health is terrifying. And I cannot seem to jump up here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the items up here are not worth grabbing at this point in time. No. Save the stone sword key we need for now. So now we get a fast travel point back up. Now, we need to get this back to, someone we know.
It was a pleasure. Oh, tell them I'm finally getting the hat. What's this? The keepsake. Oh, I can't. They all thought I'd make something. I think I'll head. Perhaps I'll find.
And this, works through part of her quest line. Oh, okay, leg spike. Yeah, it's not worth fighting that guy. Alright. So, this is the part where I run out, and I get absolutely flashbanged by literally everybody trying to kill me. Oh, no, I'm frozen. Ah. Yeah, okay. Now do the lore accurate run. Do the lore accurate run, Peaches. Or Peach. I'm so tired. I should not be playing Elden Ring this late at night, but Yeah. Welcome on in, everyone. We are, currently rushing through to, face, what's his name? Godric. Alright. Yeah, these birds are awful to deal with. Yeah, I realize it's Daisy. I'm tired enough. Yeah, these birds are a problem. Yeah, God, Ricky. Yeah, these birds are a problem because the only way to consistently deal with them is through, magic. Oh, hey. Rare item drop. Yeah, I basically have to get lucky on hitting these guys. Yeah, they can carry a barrel of gunpowder too, which is absolutely awful. Like, the halberd, luckily enough, has just enough range to where I can sort of hit them, but not really.
Be proud.
Yeah, now if only I got rare drops in Mappy.
Let the winds, well, tarnished I am Nepheli. I'm here by decree of how utterly this grafting has tainted the veil. If you intend, I ask you call the winds run from certain far. Apologies, as fellow down whatever.
Yeah, Mortal Shell, I tried Mortal Shell. Mortal Shell is just basically an even a harder version of a Souls game. Alright, let's, deal with this here. Oh. Whoops. Yeah, Mortal Shell is weird because it is very Dark Souls coded, but they added in a bunch of things that make it harder. Yeah, you can technically run away from everything and not look back. Like, one of Elden Ring's best features is the fact we can just run past things and not care. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go buy the actual armor I want to buy. There we go. No, this puts me in heavy load. No. Alright, well, we're gonna have to, hold off on that for a while. Gonna need to level my endurance. Alright, we could summon Nepheli. Or I could not and deal with base HP values. I saw the direct, and honestly, I didn't really care for anything there. I'm fucking up. Yeah, okay. So the charge time on the halberd here is a problem. Nope, I died. Oh, 1 HP in a dream! 1 HP in a dream!
And one day, we'll return together to our home,
Let's go.
bathed in rays of cold.
One HP in a dream. Alright, there we go. I now no longer have to touch strength for a while. Now I just gotta level endurance and vigor. Not gonna lie, that was a pretty undeserved victory on my part, though. Alright. Let's go ahead and use all of these runes here and pump things up a bit. Am I at the, okay, I need one more stone sword key. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start pumping points into endurance. Like, I'd like to be able to wear armor without being in heavy load. Oh, it'll definitely be a good clip. 1 HP in a dream, folks. 1 HP in a dream. And why is the Master Duel group texting me on Discord? What do you mean they well, okay. Looks like Master Duel's World Championship qualifiers started, and I didn't realize that was starting tonight. Oh well, I'm not gonna drop everything to play that. I don't have... Well, technically I do have the time to grind that out, but I'd rather not. Yeah, sadly this weapon weighs more than most armor. Like, I could grind out like the World Championship for qualifiers for Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'd rather not. Like, it's just ranked it's just ranked except you're dealing with literally everything you don't want to deal with. Alright, grab the, Sacred Tear. And now we enter Liurnia. There's a lot we could do in Liurnia. Do I want to do that, though? Ah, yeah, we kind of want to go in. I'd like to go buy the lantern so I can stop using the, torch everywhere I go. There's also a whole bunch of incantations we want to pick up. And I somehow missed. Well, okay. Well, that's my bad. Guys, stop! Stop! I'm already dead! I'm already dead, folks. You don't need to keep wailing on my corpse. That's just rude. Alright. Yeah, don't try and take these guys on horseback. Yeah, it's good to know that my weapon is no longer a one-shot against these guys. Alright, well, now I can't heal. Alright. Now that I have finished bringing shame and dishonor upon my family for that poor showing, let's get a move on. Now, there's a couple things we could do here. But I think my best option is to pretty much blatantly just move on. We are going to need to head back to the round table hold because we need to go talk to all the people there. That's kind of a necessity at this point.
Until it will dredge across the far, but the great soul brave seek to become okay, is and I hold the finger. Now let the work. Now let the.
There we go. Yeah, so now we need to get, like, the, what was it, the second,
You again. I thought you'd receive us. Nefelli Lou. I'm glad to see I found it in God. You were the one to make good use of it. I don't intend to make it.
yeah, there's the Arsenal Charm I could use. So the Arsenal Charm makes it so that I can wear armor. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to, wear a helmet.
You've listened, I bid you. I am known as a tarnished. I am you now belong. You'll be after then as you're the inheritors. We of the Godric the General Radar. Greater right, more got, and you'll still be.
Yeah, okay. Where do we want to go next? I think our best option is to map out Liurnia and hit up the places I would like to hit. I don't think we'll have enough time for the Academy tonight. I usually wait till I get about 30 vigor before I take on the Academy. And these things are just not letting me get the map fragment. There we go. Wow, they were quite rude. That was quite rude on their part. Now, I can't see anything in this fog, but there is something we are going to need to grab up here, and that's the side of Grace. Oh no! I think I'm lost. Alright, we're gonna go grab the next map fragment. Like... Ooh, there's... this place. Grab this. Like, generally speaking, we kind of want to grab all the map fragments so I can just hop from place to place while having an idea of where I want to go. We are going to have to keep an eye out for one more Stone Sword key, because there is something we could do that would allow us to get easy access to Lindell. But it requires me to get one more Stone Sword key, which is the problem. Not having access to that Stone Sword key is kind of a deal breaker right now. But there are plenty of places over here we can hit up for things we need. That tree over there, for example, we could probably take on the boss there. There's also a memory stone fragment there. There's the Church of Blood. I have no intention of doing that quest line, because that quest line is awful. Like, that questline wouldn't be so bad if you didn't have to go track down an invader, and you, like, end up having to, kill some NPCs you kind of don't want to kill. We're gonna get the, hatchet here, just for the heck of it. Like, I always found it weird that there was, like, no boss fight in here. Like, I would have thought there would have been a boss fight in here, but for some reason there's not. There is, however, a site of grace over here that's really just here to tell you that, oh hey, in that direction there's the dragon you need to go face. But we're not gonna go fight that dragon just yet. We're gonna go grab the memory stone over here. The memory stone we can sort of just get by jumping up there with Torrent. Somehow we went around where we needed to be. Now, there's supposed to be a way to... There's a method you're supposed to use to get up here. Like, you're supposed to use, like, a specific emote that you have to do a quest to do. But why do that when you can just jump up there with your horse? Like, instead of doing this stupidly complicated quest line, you can just take this shortcut and save yourself the trouble. Now then, we're gonna go beat up a tree. Alright, kids, today's lesson. Ecology, and why you should hate it. And that does more than half my HP. Yikes. Probably doesn't help that I can't see past all these, Well, we got close, but I just could not see past the, jars, and my vigor's not high enough. Yeah, we're gonna have to pump up vigor again. Like, Elden Ring is kind of an interesting game if you look at it from a certain perspective. Because one of the things they, like, don't go out of their way to tell players is if you just pump up vigor and strength, you can pretty much just cruise through the game. Alright, so it seems we need, 4 heavy charged attacks to actually break the stance. There we go. Second time was the charm. Yeah, from here on out, we're pretty much just leveling, vigor and, endurance, really. Like, we need endurance to where I don't have to have an armor slot. I mean, pouch slot taken up by, what is it called? The, Arsenal Talisman. And we're gonna need, vigor so we can just not die to things. Because damage-wise, we're doing pretty alright. Because the thing about Elden Ring's, like, damage system is it's a combination of things that, realistically speaking, make it so that you really don't have to worry about your stats. What you really need to worry about is getting the minimum amount of equipment requirements. You actually get more out of upgrading the weapon itself than you do upgrading your own stats. Not to say you shouldn't upgrade the stats that give the weapon more damage, but as the player, you benefit most from leveling things like vigor. Alright, have a good one. I will probably take a rest here in a bit. My computer is probably crying at me for playing Elden Ring for so long. Like, I should really do like a donathon or something at some point to like raise money for a new PC. Oh, I need to rest at a site of grace to get my stuff back. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot we got a sacred tier. Yeah, always visit the churches for, like, free health upgrades. Free rune arc. Yeah, the item in there is not actually worth it at all. And there's one guy you have to farm if you want the armor set. Alright, we're gonna be looking for a specific, spot here. No, there it is. And it's actually important you don't use, well, okay, I just got gangbanged the moment I got in there. Yikes. Yeah, now remembering exactly why we hated this specific boss. Yeah, okay. Now reminded exactly why we hate this thing. Because, part of the problem with this fight is you can't summon anything to distract this damn thing because of all the NPCs above you. They literally designed a fight where if you summon, you are wasting mana. And you also cannot actively respond to it. Like, this is one of those things where if you have some sort of, like, build where you can just outright say, fuck you to, your opponent, it's actually rather decent. But yeah, let me switch over to that one. Like, the space is so small, and if you get hit by the guy, you basically get hit looped. And now we can't see the thing. God damn it. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to come back to this boss when I have, like, 3 times the amount of vigor. But my runes are down there, so I can't not do it, so this was probably gonna be the last boss of the night. Like, it also doesn't help that it poisons us. Nope, nope, fuck you. Alright. Oh, that was awful. Yeah, that one boss that I don't think I'll ever be a fan of. Bruh.
Well, I presume. Oh, I am an old soul here. Perhaps you like. Oh, when I'm. If you come to, I am after all. You don't know.
Yeah, so we have a +3 halberd. I think this is a good spot to end for the night. Indy is tired.